Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the 9 signs that someone is depressed. Make sure to watch each one of them because you can find some of them in your loved one's behavior. Many people use the term depression to describe how they feel after a bad week at work or after a breakup. But major depressive disorder, a type of depression, is much more complicated. There's more to depression than just sadness. It's a mental illness that changes the way you think, feel, and behave. It can interfere with your ability to work, study, sleep, eat, and enjoy life. Being overwhelmed by everyday tasks can be overpowering. There are specific symptoms that help determine if a person is suffering from depression or simply experiencing general feelings of sadness. The first step towards healing and recovery is to determine if persistent, unshakable dark feelings result from depression. You must remember that feeling helpless and hopeless is a symptom of depression and not your actual situation. No matter how hopeless you feel, you can get better. Watch through these warning signs to see if you or someone you know needs a mental health professional. Here are 9 signs that someone is depressed. Number 1. Decreased interest. One of the most common symptoms of depression is the inability to feel pleasure. It's called anhedonia. Anhedonia is different from apathy. It is generally understood that apathy refers to a loss of interest and motivation, while anhedonia is the absence of feeling, particularly pleasure. The symptom of apathy and anhedonia can occur simultaneously in the same individual. There are 2 types of anhedonia. First one is a physical anhedonia related with less pleasure during tasting food or having sex. Those with physical anhedonia are less able to experience sensory pleasures. The second is social anhedonia. The pleasure of social situations tends to be diminished in people with social anhedonia. An individual who used to enjoy going out with friends to brunch is now less interested in going out at all or returning phone calls and text messages. Number 2. Change of appetite. Another common sign of depression is a change in how much you eat. Usually, this means a loss of appetite. Hunger is a biological need to eat, while appetite is simply a desire to eat. When you lose your appetite, you lose your desire to eat, despite constantly feeling hungry and having ongoing nutritional needs. Food may seem like an unpleasant chore because nothing appeals to you. More often, you simply don't even have the energy to prepare meals. Feelings of sadness or worthlessness can sometimes lead to overeating. Typically, food is used in times of stress to cope with stress. It's normal to feel good after eating, but when the temporary thrill has worn off, you look for more food to keep your emotions at the high point. This will simply lead to a greater chance of being diagnosed as obese. Number 3. Constant fatigue. The fatigue you feel may cause you to stop doing things you enjoy. People with depression often complain about a lack of energy and fatigue, which can make depression even more painful. Losing energy can hinder your ability to function normally, and feeling tired can make you feel lethargic. Maybe your fatigue is so intense that you have to call in sick from work a lot. You have no energy to prepare a meal, clean the house, or go out with your friends. Your whole body may feel heavy, and even small tasks are exhausting or take longer to complete. The fatigue that comes with clinical depression can sometimes feel really overwhelming. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. Sleep problems. Depression and sleep are closely connected. Sleep issues may contribute to the development of depression through changes in the function of the neurotransmitter serotonin. Sleep issues can be both a cause of depression and a symptom of depression. Sleep disturbances have been reported in as many as 90% of those who suffer from depression. It is characterized by either difficulty sleeping, insomnia, or excessive sleeping, hypersomnia. Sleep deprivation can also make you more anxious, so being able to sleep better is essential for helping you feel better now and reducing the risk of a depression relapse. Number 5. Psychomotor disturbances. In psychomotor skills, thinking and moving are connected. Psychomotor agitation is a symptom related to a wide range of mood disorders. People with this condition engage in movements that serve no purpose. This could involve excessive motor activity associated with a feeling of inner restlessness or tension. The behavior tends to be purposeless and repetitive and involves behaviors including pacing, fidgeting, hand-wringling, and an inability to sit still. On the other hand, psychomotor retardation involves slowed speech, thinking, and body movements. This can hinder a lot of things and even make it harder to stay awake in conversations. Number 6. Worthlessness feeling. A depressive state can ruin everything, including the way you see yourself. Some people view themselves in unappealing and unrealistic ways, such as believing that they are worthless. You may also find that you are unable to let go of a past mistake, leading to feelings of guilt. These failures can become preoccupations for you, leading you to perceive them as personal or thought of as proof of your inadequacy. The feeling of worthlessness and excessive, inappropriate guilt are common manifestations of major depressive disorder. The feeling of guilt may lead to delusion in some cases, as you may not be able to see the facts for what they truly are, therefore clinging to false beliefs. Number 7. Concentration problems. Depression can actually change your ability to think. Attention and memory can be impaired, as well as information processing and decision-making skills. It may also reduce your cognitive flexibility, your ability to adapt your goals and strategies to different situations, and executive functioning, the ability to complete complex tasks. The person with depression may recognize their own inability to think clearly, or others may observe that he or she is unable to make clear decisions. Number 8. Smiling depression. People with depression usually feel sad, lethargic, and despair. They are unable to get out of bed. However, in some cases, there is something called smiling depression, which is a term for someone living with depression on the inside while appearing perfectly happy or content on the outside. Their public life is usually one that's portrayed as put together, maybe even perfect by some. They seem to be happy and joyful. However, inside, they are experiencing the distressful symptoms of depression. People with smiling depression is usually highly active, holding a good job with a healthy family and social life. The person is looking optimistic and cheerful. However, on the inside, feels like showing signs of depression would be a sign of weakness, or expressing the true feelings will upset other people. People with perfectionism might be even more at risk experiencing smiling depression due to the impossibly high standards they hold themselves to. Number 9. Suicidal thoughts. Major depressive disorders are associated with frequent thoughts of death, which go beyond ordinary fear of dying. Individuals with major depression may think about suicide, make suicide attempts, or create plans to kill themselves. Most suicides are followed by symptoms. A person commonly talks about it or makes a first attempt before committing suicide. When you fear that someone is about to harm themselves or harm someone else, immediately call 911 or your local emergency number. Stay with the person until help arrives and remove any weapons and knives from the range. Also, be respectful. Listen closely without judging or yelling. Depression can make it hard to enjoy life fully, but no one deserves to suffer needlessly. It is always possible to get effective help. Now we have a question for you. What symptoms have you seen in people experiencing depression? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to learn more about yourself and understand other people better. Check out our other videos. Take care.